Hey, in today's episode, I'm going to address an issue that a lot of people don't think about because it's out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, it's your septic tank. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. 10 years we have been on Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. When I purchased it, this septic tank was a wreck. The guy died. Some squatters came in. They tore everything out, including the trailer. Just tore it up. And then they removed all the lines from the septic. I had to rebuild or reinstall lines and circuits and a high water alarm here. And luckily the sump pump that was in the effluent chamber of the septic was still functional, but they cut the cord. So I managed to restore it. Get the ditch dug, get it all installed, get it all inspected, and now we have septic. But when we purchased the property, as per is the law here in Oregon, since I bought it from the county, it was pump dry. So it was completely clean and dry when I was dealing with it. Thank goodness. So now, since I'm on the threshold of retiring, and it's been 10 years since this thing has been pumped, I'm going to go ahead and get it pumped today. I went ahead and called and arranged for a pump truck to come out, get it cleaned out. We'll show you the process of doing that. And my tank, it depends on the size of the tank. My tank is 1,250 gallons. That's a pretty large tank. The person who had developed the property put in bigger. Big is best. And he had great forethought. But I don't know how much has accumulated in there. We're going to find out today. We're going to wait for the truck to arrive, then we'll start filming and show you the process of opening up these lids. And yeah. Oh, by the way, I built these lids because when I moved onto the property, one lid was non-existent. It was covered by a piece of plywood, and the other lid was crumbly. So I went ahead and I creatively built two lids that fit perfectly. Well, this is how I did it. I cut a piece of plywood, beveled it, set it down in the opening, and then I laid a plastic garbage bag over the top of it, and then laid in some rebar, not rebar, but fencing wire, and a U hook with a piece of metal on it. I stuck it down there, poured the cement, and then when it was all dry, I let it cure for a week, and then I picked it up, set the lid aside, got my plastic bag out of there, and also got the board out of there, and then moved over to the next hatch and poured it for that one too. Slow process, but I just used fast drying Quick Creek cement to build these lids. And look at them, they're today, because I keep them covered. It was important to keep them covered with soil and prevent moisture and ice and other elements to get to it, because that's what's breaking down the cement. Anyway, let's wait for the truck to come and we'll pick up from there. So the deed is done. Great company, really affordable. $420 it cost me to get a 1,250 gallon tank pumped. Now this tank was pumped when we moved in, and my wife and I have been here 10 years, but the other 3 just came in about 2 years ago, and this was full, so we got it just in time. So about 9 years worth of usage, and so we'll get it pumped every 5 years. That's the recommended time to get your septic tank pumped, and they did a good job of it. I just got to do a little bit of maintenance over here and keep this lid uncovered, so I can pull the lid to see if everything's functioning in a couple of weeks, because they said it'd take about 2 weeks for this tank to fill up again with effluent. Because what happens is there's a pump down there. It takes the sewer and it pumps it up over to the sand filter system, then it drains down into my drain field, which is off over in there. So yeah, I have to pay electricity to deal with this crap. A few points that I should let you guys know about with septic care. Things you don't want to do, and this will, they will ruin your septic and kill your septic. That's right, your septic is a living, there's living organisms in the septic which help break down the solid waste material. Put it this way, the only thing that should be going down your drains that are hooked up to your septic, including your toilet, is just your bowel movements, septic safe toilet paper, and urine. That's it. You should even be putting bleach or antibacterial anything, including dish soap. I know antibacterial this, that, and the other thing is strongly promoted to stave off diseases, but antibacterial will kill the bacteria in the septic that works really hard at breaking down the solid waste in your septic. So even using large amounts of bleach in your water for wash and stuff, that can harm your septic also. Not only harm the septic organisms, there's also cause problems in your drain field. Yes, sometimes you get it killed off and the wrong kind of bacteria gets up there and starts clogging your septic drain fields, and you could end up with thousands of dollars in replacing your entire drain field. So be careful what you're putting down your drains. In my household, nothing goes into that drain if it's not septic safe toilet paper or the body's natural flushes. That's it. That's it. That's all goes down there, and whatever comes off the clothes and the dishwater. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm on an episode dealing with septics, because that's something out of sight, out of mind, and people either don't understand septics or don't even pay attention to it and don't realize that, yeah, if you're living rurally and you're on a septic, watch your septic, because it starts backing up into your toilet. Oh, it's full. So we got pumped in time. We never had that problem. Stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I do upload them. Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and click that share button. Sharing my videos on your social media platforms helps us out. Be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next adventure. Bye-bye.